a t-shirt just in case it got hot, but it's like, it's comfortable today. It's got a nice wind breeze going through, the nice ocean smell happening. Anyway, super excited. We're gonna get animals fed tomorrow. Tomorrow's the big old 4th of July. I saw a really cool thing about, like, instead of buying fireworks, send a bag of dog food to the shelter. I thought that was neat. Simply because, well, it's hard. My dog, none of my dogs mind fireworks. Stop. So,
I'm sure if they had a vote on it, they would probably like, yeah, I probably don't like those items and things.
huh?
If they were able to vote on it, they probably would be like,
No, well, I don't know. Dobby chases fireworks, so does Cooper. Murphy likes to chase we do firecracker cans, so like you put a little firecracker, it's not loud, you just put a firecracker in the top of like a soup can and then you slide it into another soup can with a little bit of water and you light it and it goes pop and it like shoots it like 30 to 60 feet up in the air, so it's like unlimited entertainment for my kids and it's not super loud and it's like, because it's muffled because it's blowing into water. Anywho.
And you have fire department on standby at your house.
And and my husband's a volunteer firefighter. Anyway, we do that a lot, and so my kids were, you know, when they do it, my dogs try to chase the can in the air, especially Cooper. So he likes to stand back and like, oh my god, I'm gonna catch it. So anyway,
Petition to have one of the Native American properties puts on a fireworks show. I don't remember where it is, and it's where these two famous eaglets are right now.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Jackie and something else.
I'd be surprised though with that culture if they would be willing to even.
They didn't. It's going on.
That's surprising to me.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, that's surprising to me just because it normally is a concern. Hi, baby boy. So
hopefully nothing happens to these two eaglets.
I hope not. All right, so we're just setting up, getting food bowls ready. Yeah, so I had to go pick up meat today. That's one reason why I'm late today, is because I had to go pick up meat. Yeah, we're gonna feed some animals together. Clearly my foxes are just having a hoot there. No, I don't blame them at all. Hi, bud. So, here we go. Now we're set up. What's going on before the 4th of July? Let me tell you what. We're gonna go to my uncle's house and have a barbecue, I believe. I don't know, whatever he wants to. We'll do fireworks and stuff at my house first, but I'm sorry, I'm a fireworker. I love fireworks. We don't do huge boom, well, that's not true. But we don't do a lot of big booms, only a couple. Just because, well, you know, we enjoy fireworks. Maple's tail is under my thing. Anywho, I know a lot of people's dogs can't handle the fireworks. So we don't do it. We don't do a lot of it. We try to be respectful. Except for my neighbors come out and watch the fireworks show, and we used to do it in my cul-de-sac. They'd be like, "Yeah!" So they just sat and watched us. We just got some cakes and stuff, but we're not in a very big community, and like we don't actually have a lot of people who live around us, to be quite honest. And then our neighbors, they do some pretty big booms and stuff, but we don't. The wolves, they get a little bit nervous, but I mean, I'll come out here and sit with them if I have to. I just watch them really close on my
Salvador's probably not too happy about it.
Salvador slept through it last year, believe it or not. Well, I shouldn't say he slept through it because I can't see into his cabin, but when I was out here, he wasn't. Can you stop, please? He wasn't pacing amok like he would normally be. Dobby, sorry, I didn't mean to hit you on the noggin, bud. Go! Go! Cooper's weird obsession about putting a ball, like...
He just dropped it right in front of Maple.
That's not wise.
That's really weird.
You ain't getting that back.
Fine. It's mine now.
They finally had avocados at the chef store. It was so good to see.
Perfectly ripe ones.
Yeah. You're welcome. I went through 7 boxes to find them.
That crazy lady searches all avocado boxes.
Okay, so I am not one to take bad avocados out of one box and put it in another. I take the case as is, but I did
Bring in your empty box, and there was some. I'm sure it was just made for social media, but someone went in and cut, because it was by the weight. They cut all the stems off the broccoli and just took the florets.
No, I've actually seen that on my cheapest, cheapskate. I'm
sure it's just for multimedia
No,
stuff.
I've seen people do, not in person, but there's this one that's the cheapest cheapskate, and they actually take the stem off the freaking apples when they weigh them out.
Well, I'm not paying for those because I'm not eating them.
Exactly. Well, that's
it's what?
I mean,
it's actually one of the more nutritious parts.
You don't eat that.
You do. If you steam it and you do with butter and stuff, it's delicious. It's just like an artichoke.
On what?
An artichoke?
No, on what though? What fruit did you say?
The broccoli.
Oh, the broccoli. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, broccoli's a little bit different. But if that was the case, you think they would just buy frozen broccoli? It would be cheaper.
Like when I do, yeah, it would be cheaper.
Yeah, it's cheaper to buy it frozen than it is to buy it fresh.
When I do artichokes, I don't cut the stem off because the inside of the stem is a really good part.
Well, and you know what? Dobby, I don't eat artichokes at all. So, there you go.
You don't eat a lot of stuff.
I don't. You know what though? I have to say that I was just so I don't know why, but it's just, I don't know if this was anybody else too. Food just doesn't sound good. I don't know why. There's just I sit down for dinner. Hey, come on, Ruda's here.
Because it's barely rated as food.
Touche. I'm nothing sounds good today. I just don't feel like anything. And I ended up having, Pam got me these little sourdough loaves. And so I cut a couple little slices off of those, and I had those with some jalapeno cream cheese and some cucumbers and carrots. And it's the best dinner I've had in a really long time. It was so simplistic. But it was, oh man, was it delicious. My body was oh, you needed some cucumbers.
I had salad and chowder last night.
Did you?
I love chowder.
I don't know what I had last night. I don't think I ate last night, to be honest. You know what we did yesterday? So I went and looked at a couch yesterday because my husband and I are looking for a new furniture for our living room. And I went up to Bellingham to see what they had at Dropbox or Box Drop. Anyway, it's the name of the facility. It's called Box Drop. It's kind of like the place where they get a whole bunch of furniture sent in, and then they we're gonna go feed the foxes here in a minute. Clearly they heard my voice and want me to come down and give them food.
They're all hangry.
Yeah, they're feed me. Anywho, they're the place where it's what's on the floor is what they have. So it's you take what's on the floor. And you know what? Their delivery is only $150 with setup to Anacortes. You go to Ashley's Furniture and they're $4.99 to deliver it. And it's you're buying a whole new ottoman technically to have them come deliver it.
2 trucks.
Huh?
You have 2 trucks though. Why waste the money?
I will gladly spend $150 to have someone carry it up my split level and set it up for me. I will absolutely do that. No problem.
I'll do it for $100.
No. Because then Aaron or I have to help you.
No, you wouldn't have to help me.
Yes.
I'll bring help.
No. They're going to deliver it. Anyway, I found a couch I liked. That's not my point. My point is I went to Trader Joe's yesterday to the new one in Bellingham. and it was like empty, and it was fantastic. It's been probably 10 years since I've been to Trader Joe's, and me and my kids were walking down the aisles, and they're like, oh my gosh, this looks good, this looks good. My kids got vegetable sushi yesterday.
Did they?
They did.
You like it?
They did. Yep. They ate it, and they were like, that was so good, and I'm like, good. So we got a whole bunch of different stuff to try from Trader Joe's. Anyway, it was fun. It was fun. Then I had a panic attack, and I had to stay in Bellingham for about another hour to actually calm down. It was fantastic. And you know what set? You know what set it off? Is they had me smell a couple candles, and I don't know why, but the scent freaking triggered something, and I like went into a panic. It was super weird. And like, I don't go into like full-fledged panic attacks, but like, I don't know, it almost feels like your teeth are going numb kind of thing, and like, I had to drive home.
Teeth aren't supposed to have feelings like that.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we walked around the mall for a little bit. Ryland stopped in a makeup store, and oh my god, her whole life was completed. Shep was just like, can we go? And I was like, I'm so sorry, I don't know what's going on with me. It's been a long time since I've had one. I don't know, maybe it's due to all the bullying that's happening right now in my life. Maybe that's contributing to me having stuff like that. Anyway, no big deal. Works past it, and now we're headed on to the next step. Usually that stuff doesn't bother me, but right now, for some reason, it is. All right, so we're gonna do raccoons. We got the Coda Mondays.
Right?
Yes. Oh, they're gonna be so happy.
Yeah, good.
I know. I went through 4 boxes to find these ones. So, grapes go to our raccoons. No, you cannot feed dogs grapes. Yes, you are correct. Hence why our sign says not feeding dogs. Don't feed your dogs grapes. They are toxic over time.
We got strawberries too.
I know. I was gonna give some of those to the
Those
foxes.
look really good.
Rah! They're like, feed me, please, feed me. We're coming. I'm sorry I'm late today. I'm sorry. I'm trying. So, we're gonna get some porcupine, some grapes. Yes, please.
I'm gonna load Chloe up on CBD tomorrow.
Are you?
Yeah. I did it last year and it just wasn't enough because she was still trembling uncontrollably. So I'm gonna do a little bit more.
Man, I trazodone it up.
Then I've been seeing this one person on
Hey, leave it.
who feeds brewer's yeast and garlic to her dogs.
And what's the benefit of that? Supposedly.
Parasite and flea.
Excuse
So
me.
and pointed out that the study that they used for garlic on dogs, they fed like nothing but garlic. It was like some crazy study. Like, of course they're gonna have a reaction. You fed them nothing but garlic.
Why would that even?
Because they say garlic is toxic to dogs. Now, I'm sure in certain amounts it is. She gets like one. I don't even know if she cooks it. I have to double check. 1 clove. The dog eats it right up, and it's supposed to be a natural anti-flea thing. I was like, hey.
Or
'Cause
she could just buy Confortis, which is also a
that's-
very natural flea medication.
Yeah. Well, she was pointing out that most flea and tick treatments are just pesticides.
Oh yeah, super toxic
Yeah,
for some
and
of them.
dogs are having seizures and massive internal issues.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man.
You know the hard part about that is there's so many other things that could also be contributing to that more than just the. I'm not saying that the flea and stuff doesn't contribute to that, but I mean it could just even be Maple. Stop it.
Have you ever noticed that it says if you get it on yourself, make sure you wash it off completely, get it off you as soon as possible?
For the revolution and stuff, yeah.
It's like, well, if it's toxic to you, to your little dog, it's going to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not good, but those who clean with Fabulosis and mop with it, that's one of the most, that's so toxic. Fabulosis is, and I can't handle the smell of it, man. If I walk into a Fabulosis house, I gotta walk right out. I cannot do it. My
that like a mop thing or something?
No, it's the stuff it's the purple cleaner that so many people buy and use on everything, and it's like a fake lavender smell. And I mean, like, I just like, I can't. I actually was like, oh, I mean, everyone's ranting and raving about this. I went to the store, I opened it up, and I smelt it from afar, and I went, bleh! Like, I can't do strong scents. Obviously, they put me in panic attacks now, which is fantastic. So, and it was like a sandalwood one that I was like, I mean, I literally immediately lost my vision. I started to panic, and maybe my panic was like, oh my God, I can't drive my kids home now because, I don't know. I don't know what it was, but it was something. So we just went and walked the mall until I got past it. But it was good though to spend time with them. Chef got a new pair of shoes from Sierra Trading Post.
I've never even heard of that store. Calling all these stores I've never heard of.
Was next to Home Goods. I knew he wouldn't know that, so that's why I said it. It's like Hobby Lobby, Home Goods, and Sierra Trading Post. Sierra Trading Post is like it's like a massive discount store. Like, I got Shep, a pair of $80 shoes for $30 yesterday.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Rylan got her Pumas, which are normally about $50. We got those for $25, So it was like...
Is it a secondhand type thing?
Nope. It's all brand new, but it has like North Face and Keen and Carhartt and...
Is it stuff they didn't sell, like a...
No, it's not a Ross. No, because they have an online store where they have it in high bulk.
Huh.
Yeah. So it's
Check that out. Where's that at?
It's on Meridian, off of Meridian.
Okay.
So like you go almost to like the end of where Meridian stops having stores. Mm-hmm. It's like one of the last outlets down there. And then Trader Joe's is only like 6 minutes from there, the new one that they have, and it's way less crowded than the one on the other side of Bellingham. And yeah, so, but it's where your mom got her shoes from there for you.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so that's what I sent her. I was like, here.
You're so kind.
I sent her like 40 options. It's like, here you go. 90% of them were green.
I'm wearing them today.
Are you? Oh.
The shoes I need different shoes. Shoes, because these get kind of heavy during the...
Oh yeah, I know. I wanted to wear my boots so bad today, and I was like, nope, I'm gonna put on my Converse, even though it's gonna like hurt my feet by the end of the day. I didn't care.
Oh, Mark's on.
Yeah.
No, we haven't seen Mark in forever.
Wow, you haven't seen Mark in forever.
He was just asking if we're not on TikTok anymore.
We're not. Nope. We do minor postings on TikTok, but honestly, due to all of the bullying and the severe, extreme stuff going on over there, we're not. Even though they're still taking content and throwing it out of context and trying to bully us over there, it just is what it is. I give up. It's fine. It's fine.
Shake it off.
Shake it off. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it. We got more important things to worry about, like animals.
Alright, I'm going to use some of these.
Yeah, I'll take a, is there 2 flats of them? Because I'll take a whole flat of them to spread to the little foxies.
Flat. God, these are awesome looking strawberries.
Good job. Oh, they smell good too. Oh, I love the smell of fresh fruit. No, thank you. That's mine. That's for the foxes. Excuse me. So not a lot. Some animals can't have strawberries. Did you like what I sent you of Kinkatopia?
Yeah, I've tried most of that stuff.
No, I know, but she was talking about like the whole papaya for teeth.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. I thought that was interesting.
We
learn something new every day.
Papaya.
No, we don't, but
in Florida they get quite a bit, I'm sure.
Yeah. I know. I was like, oh, first thing Jeremy said, I sent her this thing, they're pre-cutting their fruit up for their animals, which you can't feed strawberries to. Kinkajous have an allergy, and they say that the seeds can cause issue for them. So you can't give strawberries to kinkajous. But anyway, she pre-cuts all of her fruit up so she has it for the week. And I'm sitting there going, first thing Jeremy says to me, she must have a big refrigerator.
Well, not only because of the amount, but the climate.
Yeah.
Hot and humid. I
Yeah.
mean, fruit outside. I mean, bananas for us will last in our thing for, you know,
A week and a half.
or so.
Yeah.
Over there, it's probably not even a day.
I agree. Well, when we have our hot 100-degree days for the week that we have it, then, you know, we literally.
Did you know that the year that happened?
No.
We passed that anniversary date already
What anniversary?
of us being over 100 degrees when it was like 108 or 110 or whatever.
Oh yeah, but wasn't that 2 years ago?
2 or 3.
Yeah. I remember because like there were so many people were like our paint in Seattle doesn't withhold heat. It was like melting. Paint was melting off of our buildings down in Seattle,
The
and it was.
wolves were so miserable.
The wolves were, I kept the misters on and came back out here at 8 o'clock at night when it finally dropped below like 70 and turned them off at like that time. Dude, if you could hear the animals right now, the foxes are screaming, the raccoons are yelling at me. I'm going.
Porcupine.
The it's like freaking chaos down there.
You like strawberries too, don't you?
Yeah, I gave her some. I'm coming! Hold on!
It's like a brouhaha.
You see what happens when I'm late to the feeding? Oh my gosh, so much for picking up food today.
I just heard Holly go in there. She's gonna pick it up.
Oh, they're fine. They'll get over it.
No, I just heard the door, so I know that she's.
Yeah, no, I'm saying the raccoons will, but then they stop. All right, so we're gonna do some ground.
Was that the raccoons?
Yes.
I thought that was the foxes.
No, the foxes were screaming but the that was the raccoons.
They're rooting it on. They like the show.
Well, you know, it is what it is. Stay back. Stay back, you hear? I'm coming. Relax. I gotta do some turkey and ground beef stuff for them today. We're gonna do some. Oh, and I pulled crawfish and stuff for them tomorrow for the 4th of July feast that they're going to have. Yes, we are coming in. Yes, we are feeding everybody tomorrow. Yes, we are.
It's not a holiday for them.
Nope. So.
I was commenting on a live yesterday, day before yesterday, and the topic was how the alligator Alcatraz is going to be an environmental disaster for the wildlife. And I said, I'm just curious because they don't have a lot of. What are you doing?
Trying to get his ball.
That's an apple. Oh, how they're going to fare in a hurricane. They said, they said it's supposed to do fine in hurricanes. I said, yeah, but coastal flooding is a real issue in Florida because they're so flat. They don't have elevation. Then not even 10 hours later, they flooded.
Here's the thing.
And it wasn't even during a hurricane.
Here's the thing about all of that. I literally saw the release of that, and I legitimately thought it was a joke.
Something.
I thought it was an AI thing. No joke. I was like, that is the stupidest thing ever. And then I saw that it was like a real thing, and I went, oh, good golly, dude, we're in trouble.
There's no electricity out there. There's no sewer. There's no septic. So they have to truck everything in and out. The expense of keeping it running.
It's surprised. There is just a lot of really, really bad, rash decisions being made right now all over the world, and more than just government, and just so many aspects of life right now. And it is, Murphy, I don't know what your deal is today, but you are driving me up the wall. Murphy!
Do you have to keep the cats inside during the 4th, or?
No, they can come in if they want to. They have a dog door. I am gonna put.
They're not freaked out running away?
No. No. My cats have been through 6 4th of July is there, still there. Fluffy most likely will come in and be asleep in the laundry room, but Todd and Copper, they like to sit on top of the shed and watch the fireworks show together. So anywho, that's just really sad. So what did they feel the environmental impact was going to be? What were their points?
The one that I go on, it's called Claws and Paws or something like that, and he typically does things on coyotes, wolves, stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
And not one way or another, just strictly factual and stuff like
right.
that. The main things he was saying were towards the panther, the Florida panther.
Okay.
The septic or the waste that's just going to be a runoff.
Right, that makes sense. They didn't put any. Well, can they have septic tanks down there?
I'm sure they can in certain spots, but they're in the swamps.
I don't know why I never thought about that. What do they do for?
They have to haul it out.
No, I mean like in Florida in general. I mean, because you can't
I'm
have
sure that
cemeteries down there either.
It might be a septic, but one that you have to have pumped.
Yeah, or is the concrete enough to keep it weighted down? I guess.
Oh, I'm sure.
They could have a plastic one.
Because most of the stuff, most of the stuff down there is sandy, and they get so much coastal flooding.
Not right now, Murphy. Okay. Well, Murphy, stop. You have been like. Go. You have like. It's so funny because it's just not stuff we have to worry about up here in the Pacific Northwest, right? Like, we get flooding up here, but it's like very, very seasonal here. Like, it's not like we're not going to ever have a flood in June, July, August, or September. Like, it's just not going to happen. It's just, and that's just so weird to me of how, and they just deal with it like champs down there. Yeah, hurricane came through, we had a hailstorm that completely ruined the car, have the insurance claim go. Man, their auto body shops down in Florida must be pretty busy. And Texas too. So, anyway, I don't know. There's a lot of scary stuff going on right now. I think my biggest fear is taking away that protection for the forest lands. That's absolutely terrifying to me of where that's going to lead to, and that we're not considering the serious devastation that's going to be coming from that. That is very tragic to me. So. What are you watching?
The guy who's going to take out all the brush is wanting to come out on Friday.
Oh, is he going to come out tomorrow? Huh?
Yeah, he wants to come out at possibly about 1 o'clock.
Well, we're feeding and leaving tomorrow, so.
All of us are?
Well, I mean, if you want to stay, you can, but I got some 4th of July goodness going on tomorrow. So I'm going to feed heavy tomorrow and get them all nice and full, and hopefully they gotta keep my oh my goodness. That is Ann Fox, by the way. She's one of the most vocal foxes down there. We're gonna go down and feed them like first and foremost here because they clearly are starving. Now, mind you, they have unlimited access to dog food if they need it. It's not their main diet, obviously, but we always want them to have a good dynamic. But the foxes we're learning are silent until I get here.
The foxes are what?
Silent until I get here. All of a sudden they hear my voice and now they associate me with food, and so they're feed me now! And then as soon as I give them all this food and they go bury half of it, they're going to be like, okay, thank you. We're going to be quiet now. We appreciate you feeding us.
That's going to be the next video. Ashley causes anarchy.
You know.
It's like the birds the other day when you walked in.
So the birds were quiet and I was actually genuinely concerned, and I walked in there and Jeremy was snuggling one of the new birds that we got in, Sophie, and cause she just got in a shower. Anyway, I walked in, and I mean the trailer just like, wah, 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 pay attention to me, come see me, come give me attention, come give me attention. The moment I walk over to them, they're like, hi. Hello. Hello. You know, they're all calm and collect, but like,
I couldn't stand. I had to get out.
He did.
My ears were.
I could actually see his brain rumbling in his head of just like, this is gonna make it explode. Oh man. Anyway. Okay, we're gonna go down and feed the animals. You know, I really do hope though that we kind of get our act together, because I don't understand why we haven't learned from history, you know, and I'm just, you know, I just wish we could all live just like good lives and stuff like that. I think one of my biggest that's Anne. She literally is running around the cage just screaming bloody murder until I get down there. Goodness gracious, Anne. No. Murphy, no.
What's Chloe's disposition like?
She's calm. Her and Taz are definitely a bonded pair.
Yeah.
Hey, psst, out. Out. Definitely a bonded pair. But it's like, she's very calm. So is Rascal. Rascal just doesn't really like people, but she'll come out and she'll like observe. Anne is nuts. Swiper is nuts. Anisio, he's pretty relaxed for the most part. So is Taz. Taz is a sweetheart. Taz let me pet him the other day.
I was petting Taz too. He was on the top box. I reached my hand through and it was like just really petting him like I would any of these dogs.
Yeah, and he just looked at you and...
He didn't even look. He didn't care.
Oh, he's asleep?
And then the raccoons made a noise and I went like this. And that's when he lifted up and just did a quick bite on my hand. I mean, nothing that was mean.
Right.
Like, okay, I'm done.
They nip.
Yeah, he nipped me.
Oh, my face itches like crazy right now. Allergy season is real this year. So, let's get this. This is the longest part when you do like the ground beef and the turkey days, because you do have to roll them into little meatballs, because if you don't and they can't grab one and run, there can be arguing. Not fighting, arguing. They're not, these guys are not like aggressive with each other by any means. They're just very vocal with each other. So we'll get this meat, and then I'm gonna give them their fruits, a bowl of fruits and veggies later, so that they have that through the night. But, all right, almost there. Let's do this, and then I gotta add some bananas to Salvador's, add some bananas to theirs. I gotta add some stuff to the raccoons. I think I got some chicken thighs I can put in there. Oh my goodness gracious. Foxy foxes. Sorry, Brutus, or Murphy, I mean. Whatever dog you are.
Other than chicken, what's been their favorite meal?
Chicken is their favorite, like by far. They do eat beef, but like, they definitely prefer chicken. I haven't been, since we don't have them laying yet, or next batch laying, I haven't really been giving them eggs, because I know that they will like them, but I've only done it a couple times. Yeah.
They snatch them up? They eat them like the raccoons do? Or?
No, they take them and then they break them and then they bury them.
Bury them after they break them?
You're being weird. Hi, Dobby.
And of course, we work with alligators, so I'm thinking to myself, hey, if I got out of there, I'd be like, hey guys, what's going on?
I don't see how that would be actually, honestly, a threat. Not to be mean.
Well, I'm sure alligators have their honoring sites, especially wild ones. But
Yeah, but you watch people go swamp diving and stuff, and they just like swim out of it, and then they're fine.
I'd be more afraid of the giant pythons or the panthers.
I saw this one guy who was like, well, I just caught 32 Burmese pythons for, illegal. Hold on, what's that bowl for?
What?
I'm trying to think of why I have that bowl there.
Sure you have your
Foxes? Raccoon? Giant eater? Coatis? That? Bean?
It's Darwin's bowl.
No, I have Darwin's. Just supposed to be an extra. Anyway. In the morning. Today was a listen to song on repeat kind of day. I listened to the same 3 songs like all morning this morning and was like, I don't know. Just kind of in one of those moods where I was like, just
moods.
Yeah, it's just a repeat song kind of day. Only a few people understand what that's like, but I was stuck in a loop. So, all right. Bananas.
Back to the jungle. Right?
Alrighty. No way, Jose. I don't need any maple drama. I take my trash can out and Murphy's like, okay, I'm defeated. I won't have any more.
Nobody cares.
Murphy is totally my Eeyore. He is 100% my little Eeyore. So funny. Alright, banana. Oh, eggs. We'll do that for the raccoons. I got some chicken thighs I'll pull out. That's plenty for them. We'll do some banana here for marmoset. It's like when you say, hey Murphy, and he's like, yes. It's just so slow and what do you need? What do you need? I'm just a big old Great Dane mix.
Oh, I wish I had it on video. The little goat jumped off the side of the cliff and did like a half-turn buck in the middle of the air.
You know what? If you call him, he does it every time. It's remarkable.
And then I snapped as if he was a dog, and I said up, and he jumped on top of the freezer.
He's a good boy. I love that little goat. He's so sweet. He's funny. Okay, I think we're good. Minus blending Salvador's mixture, adding some leafy biscuits, and adding some peanuts. Murphy! No. There's a little birdie. Excuse me. Leafy biscuits for my anteater. All right. Good boy. I'm coming, Bean. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hold on. All right. So a handful here, little handful here, a couple for the marmoset, a couple for the coatis, rest for them. I'll bring Bean hers after all of that. Gotta clean my board. This is into the dishes to be done. Here, fill this with water. Already poured my apple cider vinegar in there. Oh my gosh. They're all so vocal this morning. Like, feed me food now. I'm coming, hold on. You guys are being crazy. Put this together. That. And then we'll get going. Oh my gosh, I only have 20% left on my, man, Facebook like sets my battery down. Ready? Giant anteater. Now the reason we blend giant anteater stuff together is because giant anteaters have no teeth. So we have to blend it all together. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. And last thing I'm going to do before we go down and feed everybody, put their eggs on top because this is their favorite. Oh, son of a biscuit. That's the first time I've dropped, well, so actually not a long time. I dropped one the other day. But I caught it and was able to save it. Maple, no. Maple, no. We are not having that today. No fighting, no arguing today, ma'am. Not today. This is Odie's. He gets an egg. Excuse me, Coop, Cooper, watch out. Whoop. I don't mind you eating eggs, but I'm not gonna have arguing between you doggies today with high pay. So my dogs do fine. They all eat out of a community bowl. They're totally fine with each other. But when it's a high pay treat, that's when my Chow Chow Shar Pei tends to be a little bit of a resource guarder. So, nope. Thank you. La 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 la. Oh, happy day. Here we go. Let's go feed everybody. Oh, happy day. When Jesus was. Okay. Jesus was. Let's see if this fits right here. It looks like it will, but it might not. You washed all my sins away. He taught me how to wash, to fight and pray. So we're gonna have this right here. We're going to get rid of that. I'm gonna go drop this food down below. I'm gonna come back, grab the marmoset bowl, we'll go feed Darwin, and then we'll go down and feed the crazies who are screaming, telling me that it's time for them to eat. Hold on, I gotta go the long way. doggies. Watch out, doggies. All right. Let's shrink you down here real quick. Like so. I gotta grab my keys. So somebody sent in some Amazon goodness. Unfortunately, the tag was not there of who sent it in, but it is our, leave it. Cooper, leave it. No, excuse you. No. It is one of our new PVC reptile enclosures that I get to put together, which I'm so excited about. So whoever sent that in, thank you so much. Let me grab my keys, just real fast. I know I grabbed them this morning. Son of a gun. I must not have grabbed my keys this morning. All right, let's go get keys for Jeremy so that I have keys. I swear I grabbed them. I was like, bloop. I thought I put them on my pocket, and like I swore I sat in my car, pulled them out, and put them in my cup holder, which is what I normally do every single time. So let me go get his keys so I can unlock all the animal enclosures. 1 second, please. Can I have your keys? I thought I brought mine, but I guess I didn't.
Oh, good.
Sorry. Love you all. That was my bird screaming, "Get me out of here! Come love on me!" All right, let's go. Here we go. Let's go feed a marmoset together. Keys in there. I swear I grabbed them. Okay, better go through here real quick. Grab the handle here, ow, God, that hurt. Back, thank you. Good dogs. Okay, ready to go feed Darwin. Darwin is a common marmoset, and the common marmoset, stay. Good dogs. They get about, 18 to 20 inches from tip of tail to head. They're not very big little things. They only weigh a couple pounds. So we're gonna come in here. Then I got lots of cleaning to do. And I have a live that I have to do, or a podcast today that I have to do. So this is Dar. Not that. He's up top. Here, buddy. Here, buddy. Hi, love. Okay, I'll give you something in just a sec. So this is Dar. 1 sec here. All right, so I gotta get you guys some power because my battery is already going dead on Facebook, which is really weird. All right, here we go. I multi-end. There we go. Still good on YouTube. Okay, let's feed him. Hey buddy, I got you some yogurt today, so no little cups, but I did get you some yogurt. And it's a very big bowl for you, but there's yogurt right there. And I got you avocado. I don't have your cup. You're gonna have to eat. Don't get mad at me, I got you yogurt. Thank you. So this is Dar. Isn't he the cutest little thing ever? Sorry, Big Book of Face is trying to reconnect here. Hi, sweetheart. You're very sweet. She's a good boy. So this is Darwin. Isn't he cute? All right, let's go feed the crazies because they're clearly having a rough day today. Take this down to go do the dishes later today. All right, Murphy, what do you have? Get off of him. Thank you. Goodness gracious. Murphy is like, so he's a puppy, but he's ginormous. I actually need to weigh him. Murph! No. And I warned Brutus, I said, hey, if you're gonna play with him like that, one day he's gonna be bigger than you. And he's bigger than him. What do you have, buddy? Oh, thanks for that. Cool, awesome. And did you guys know that Great Danes like to eat, you know, toys, socks, you know, all that fun stuff. Let's go feed our foxes first, shall we? They get first dibs today on food. Our other foxes are being nice and quiet, but these ones they're having a little too much fun in here. Okay. Hello, good morning. I'm sorry I'm late. I know. I'm coming. Hold on. Okay. Relax. All right. All right. Hold on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go dump their food over on their platform over here, and then I will come grab you, but I got to get in there safely first. And what I mean by that is they're just wanting their food, so they're just going to try to push past me to grab it. I got to grab this differently. Watch out. Come on. Come on, 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 come on. All right. Now bear with me. I have not cleaned in here yet today or filled in holes today because I had to go do a meat run this morning. So I got to come back and clean everybody's enclosures. But they like to dig holes for me every day, which is perfectly fine because you know what? They deserve to be happy. And here, watch out, guys. Give other foxes turns. Okay, come on. Here you go. We're gonna give you a couple here. That's Swiper, who's claimed all of the food, not letting anyone else eat, as if he needs all of it. But don't pee on it, you weirdo. Come up here and eat. Oh, sorry, Taz. Do you want something? Taz and I are here. Tazzy. Here you go. Taz. Oh, you want some Anesio? Here, Anesio. Here, buddy. You want it? He's like, I don't know how I feel about that camera. No, you don't want turkey? You want ground beef? Here. Want ground beef instead? Here, want that instead? There you go. Okay. Taz, you need more? Here you go, Taz. There you go. Don't get all weird. Here, Chloe. That's Chloe right there. She's kind of a shy one. Oh, that was rude. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I was trying to give you some ground beef. There you go. That's Rascal. I'm coming, Bean. All right, so now that they're happy, I'll be back to clean, you guys. Give me about a half hour. And I'll be back to fill all the holes so you can redig them for me. All right, guys. Washington, welcome. All right, so here we go. Now this is my impatient porcupine. Her name is Bean. Bean is a North American porcupine. sweetheart. Are you hungry? Are you hungry? I have food for you, my love. And pull out their food bowls from yesterday. And then we'll wash all the dishes here in a little bit. This is Bean. Is she not the cutest thing in all of the world? Hello. Isn't she cute? Excuse me, Mr. Squirrel. None of this is for you. Okay, now we're gonna go feed the raccoons. Now the raccoons, as you can see, they had food this morning to calm them, but that was not enough for them. So let's give them more. There you go. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, got it. Okay. Open this way. All right. So they're going to eat their eggs this morning. As you can see, they got peanuts, and that's their kibble that they pulled all of it out and ate just the freeze-dried pieces in it and left the rest for me to clean up today. So I'm going to let them make a mess, and then I'm going to get everything cleaned. This is Rocket, Percy, Apollo, and Miko. You can see some of our raccoons are content with what they ate already today, but these two clearly were not. So I know, look at, they dug it all out and they just threw it there and they ate all the freeze-dried pieces out. Little stink nuts. Super cute though, super sweet. So we'll get this all cleaned up here in about an hour. I give the animals time to eat and then I'll clean. Usually I come down here and clean first and then feed, but because I had to pick up the meat today, hold on one second please. I'm gonna leave you on OD real quick. I'll be right back. No! No! Murphy! Ah! No! Don't do that to him! Alright, sorry, Murphy tries to show some dominant behavior by trying to mount Brutus, and we're not having that. And of course I forgot my e-collars today where I can just vibrate them, and he goes, oh, I'm not supposed to be doing that. But, you know, we're working through it. He's learning, he's a pup. Alright, let's give Odie his food this morning. Hi, Oats. But there is a different growl from Brutus, he won't put Murphy in a place. He just, there you go. Hi, Baba. You're so sweet. All right, go ahead and eat your food. You got some turkey bacon, some yogurt, some peanuts. Look how cute this little old man is. He's getting so old. So Odie is a striped skunk. No, he cannot spray me. He has been descented. He was descented before we even received him. That's pretty common when people buy skunks. Now, skunks are illegal to own in the state of Washington. We are licensed to be able to own them. And then we're gonna go feed Squeak Scoos real fast. Squeakers is over here. We're gonna pull. You ready, buddy? I got some food for you. Are you ready, love bug? All right, so this is Squeaky's. Hi, Squeaks. Is he not so cute? Oh, you are adorable. I'm coming. Ready, baby? I hear you squeaking. I hear you squeaking. I hear you squeaking. Come on. Let's go. I hear you squeaking. I hear it. You're starving. I hear it. Over here. Good boy. Now, Squeakers is massively food aggressive, which is completely fine. They're exotic animals. We do not let them, we don't force them to accommodate our needs. We accommodate their needs. Murphy? No. Oh, the day that you forget your e-collars. Anyway, Squeakers, we just let him be him. And so we don't force anything. We just let him be the wild animal that he is. Now, they are exotics. Are they tame? Yes, they're tame, but they're not domesticated. That's something that takes, you know, hundreds and thousands of years to be able to create that domestication process. So these guys are tame. Now, Squeakers will just jump and run and love all over you, but not when he's eating. This is his time. He's just reactive to his food, and we respect that. This boy right here, he's my crazy man. His name is Salvador. He is a giant anteater and probably one of the rarest species I will ever have the opportunity of working with in my career. That more than the king cobras and the gaboon vipers and all that kind of stuff. Gaboon. Salvador, you're gonna be so happy. I got really good avocados this round, which I know are some of your favorites. And there you go, kind sir. I'm gonna take this old bowl here. You can. All right, so this is Salvador, my giant anteater. He loves avocados, so I made this batch for him very, very, very avocado-y. Because the person that we bought avocados from, they had someone hack their system and they weren't able to get orders in. And so it was a huge reset. It was a big, big deal up here. And they finally have avocados back. So our animals are very, very happy. So his tongue is about 2.5 foot long. It can come in and out of his mouth at 2 times a second. We've had him for 9 years now, this April, and it's been a real honor to take care of him. Now, we did hold him for evidence, so they did a huge confiscation. It went to trial. We held him through trial. They ended up losing the trial and asked if we could give them a forever home. We said absolutely. So we've had him ever since. Yeah, thanks for joining us today. So if you actually ever have the opportunity to Google a giant anteater skull, do it. It is so cool. It is really neat to see. Now, anteaters, they say, actually have the smallest brain to body size. So they technically should be one of the, not the smartest animals in the world. But let me tell you what, this boy is pretty stinking smart. Yeah, it's super long. So you can see it moving in and out of the, it goes all the way down the bottom and wraps around. So you can see it there. He's got a black tongue. It's pretty cool. And he is digging the avocado goodness today. Aren't you, buddy? Now, the main defense mechanism that these guys have, these guys can defend themselves from jaguars, and how they do that, see those claws? Look at those. Look at those things. Now, they're not sharp. They're just extremely powerful. So these guys have been known to kill people in the zoos. And how they do that is they rear up and they just grab them. And they're so powerful, it's almost like getting stuck in a vice. And it is incredible. They can give you a horse pinch like you wouldn't believe, but how they've actually unalived people in zoos is by ripping open their arteries in their legs or in their stomach, and they're unable to stop it. So he is very, very, but for the most part, Salvador's sweet. My favorite part about Salvador is these cute little ears. He has horrible vision, so you do need to go slow with him, because this is, you can see he's like, wait, what, who, is your hand actually as close as I think it is, right? But yeah, he's a good boy. When you pet him, he feels like it feels like you're petting a push broom. You just flip over a push broom and pet it, and that's pretty much what it feels like for an anteater. Isn't he so cool? He just does, it just is sticky. So his tongue is just sticky, and he just was made perfectly to be able to. Now these guys actually will eat fallen fruit. So if there's rotting fruit on the ground, they will actually eat that. So isn't that cool? So that's why we do avocado, we do ground beef, we do apple cider vinegar. So what they do and what they have done in captivity is they rear up, grab the stomach, rip it open. Their claws are that powerful. Now they're dull, but they're absolutely powerful. Huh, buddy? I love your little guinea pig ears. Those are my, like that. See that? That's a warning sign right there. He's like, don't touch me. Oh, but now, see, now he's calming and he wants paw massages. See, he does like his hands to be rubbed. So he actually, when I'll do this, he'll actually reach back out and be like, okay, more please. So it's just learning Salvador. He's really amazing. And if he wanted to grab me, he would. So. Are you so cute? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he can be fast when he wants to be, let me tell you what. But like I said, his ears are my favorite thing about him, because they're just so little. And again, they have horrible vision, so anything coming at them, they immediately just will rear up and start swinging their hands side to side. And this little boy can gallop if you absolutely need him to. He can gallop right down, right to ya. He didn't try to attack me. He just warned me. So what he does is, if he gives me a warning, he'll actually lift this paw up. If he wanted to attack me, he would have stopped his slurping and he would have just attacked me. But no, he's good. He's fine. See, he's okay. Trust me, he would stop eating if he wanted to unalive me for any reason. Yeah, bad choice of words. Yeah, that's okay. That's all right. He's very cute. Salvador, you're one of the fan favorites. Let me tell you what. Hello. Welcome. We love Salvador. It's been really fun to learn this guy's disposition and personality and his do's and his don'ts and all that kind of stuff. He actually loves leg massages. So if you watch any of our other videos, he'll put his little paw out and he just loves his arms to be rubbed. If he wanted to grab me with his claws, he would just grab me. It did make me laugh. I thought that was funny. Yeah. I don't take it as an insult. I know that I don't. Life's too short. They're eating. Now let's go feed my white-nosed coati named Felix. Felix was a neglect situation that we got in. Thank God a good Samaritan found him in a very neglectful situation, called us, grabbed him, and we got him transported up here to us. This is Felix. Let me point you down there real quick. Very patiently awaiting his food. Oh, how I love you, my friend. How I love you, my little friend. Hi, buddy. Hi. I have some food for you. It's right here. As you can see, he is not food aggressive. He's gonna pull everything out to get to his pasta. He loves his pasta. This boy is not food aggressive, which is nice. So this guy ended up coming to us with a dislocated hip that had healed incorrectly, a BB in his shoulder, so he was shot at one time. And then he was so anemic that all of this fur in the back was gone, because that's all new growth. That lighter color of fur is all new growth that has come in. He was very hard for him to get around, but we've changed that for him. So he does have an enclosure that accommodates his needs so that he doesn't hurt himself, to the point where he even has a hammock in case he falls off of his platform. We do think of all that stuff when we're setting stuff up for animals that have special accommodations that are needed. And we do still want him to walk on logs, but they do need to be on the ground so that when he does fall off of them and loses his balance, he's not hurt. I love him. I'm so glad and so honored that we've been able to give him a good diet and a good facility to stay at these last few years, to, you know, accommodate his needs. I swear to goodness, dude. You guys are not doing your jobs with the little mice. You need to be catching those and like eating them. That would be greatly appreciated, please. Okay? Okay. Just to our pile of dishes to do today, and we'll go see more foxes. We have 6 more foxes. How is the corn? Does it meet your satisfaction today? I'm glad your teeth are doing better today. She was having some dental issues, and they told me to watch it for a couple days, and she's doing a lot better now. So if it progresses, we'll take her back in and get some more dental stuff done. This is one of our sulcatas. This is Big Ben. Hey, Ben. I'm gonna just feed my little hooded skunk real quick. She's not one to really come out and give anyone the time of day. You can't just have the bad stuff for you. You gotta stop that one, Lucy. Now they can feel that. They do have sensation in their shell, so they do feel you scratching them. That's why we do little brush areas for them so that they can walk through brushes and scratch their little bums on it when they choose to. Water! Polly's dropping off some water for the foxes. Let me go drop this really fast in here. Gotta. La, 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 la. Now I'll grab you guys now that the coast is clear. Ooh, that's a good hole you're digging for me right there. All right, so this is Faith, the little cute little white one. That is Audrey. That is Edward. That is Akasha. That is Todd. And that is Dexter. So these guys did come from Save a Fox. We had the opportunity of working with Michaela and getting 2 wolf dogs and 12 foxes. Super honored to be able to help out with that rescue. They're eating the strawberries. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Oh my gosh, I love it. Let me go hang up their, set their brush back up. Hello. All right. That's their brush to help them with their shedding. They walk through it. It's a little cat brush and they love it. Super cute. Kasha always likes to get me holes to fill in the morning. They dig. So there is dig outs all around this so they can't get out, but we still fill the holes every morning. Oh, the Kawadi? Yeah, someone shot him with a BB gun. And the BB's still in his shoulder. So we don't know why, or any of that stuff. We got him after the fact. We discovered it during the x-rays. Because we noticed his hip was really off. And so we ended up getting him x-rayed to find out what was going on. They're like, oh, this ground, I'm appreciating the ground beef today. Don't know how I feel about the ground turkey. We'll eat it, but we'll prefer the chicken and the ground beef. Aren't they so cute? I love them. So silvers and red foxes, and we have fire foxes and lavender and champagne platinums. And anyway, really amazing work that Michaela was doing. She raised $700,000 to save a fur farm of 500 foxes, and she was able to relocate 400 of them with that $700,000 and care for them for a year. And now they were trying to get the last 100 out of there. We helped with 12 of the 500, but Akasha, do not pee on my shoes. I love you, but don't pee on me. I don't like it. Akasha, I don't like to be peed on. Hey, baby. You okay? Anyway, so oh, I would love to have a whole family behind in my backyard. Yeah, so these guys did come from a fur farm, so they do have different needs and things like that. Give me 1 sec. I'm just gonna go make sure that there's no more holes for me to fill in my day today. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna look over here. All right. Okay, so we're gonna go this way. And I got stuff I gotta do. Give me 1 minute here. Bear with me. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, good morning, guys. Good morning. Here's some of our wolf dogs here. Right here. What? Let's see if they'll come up to me today. They're starting to lose all that winter fur, which is fantastic for them. If you could imagine wearing a fur coat in the summertime, that's equivalent to what it's like for them when they haven't dropped their coat. Very important that they drop it. Anyway, so I want to say thank you to you guys for coming and joining me as I feed the animals this morning. I do have to go clean. I do have my podcast for my Patreons at 2 o'clock. There's some alligators, you know, we just have a little bit of everything. And I do want people to understand who are new here what I do and what my staff does. We are a wildlife education rescue. So what we do is we rescue animals from government agencies, private turnovers. We are USDA certified, licensed and insured. We've been in business for 26 years. I've been doing this for 26 years myself personally, since I was 12 years old. This November will be 27. Anyway, so we work with those agencies to give animals a retirement home so they don't have to be euthanized. That's what we do. We believe if animals can be free, let them be free. We don't want animals to come into our facility that can be re-released into the wild. We want them to be in the wild. The animals that come into us cannot legally be re-released into the wild, whether they are too humanized or whether they have been captive bred and born, whatever the reasoning may be. You cannot, it is illegal to release a captive bred and born animal into the wild that does not go through the proper conservational steps like we did with the American alligator and things like that when we almost eradicated the alligators. One of the first successful Endangered Species Act protection that we did to bring back the alligators. Anyway, unless it's done through a conservation effort like that, you cannot let them go if they've been captively bred and born. So we are here to give them a forever home. But then what I do is I do virtual school assemblies for children to teach them about how every animal plays a vital role in the web of life and how they all work together to allow the ecosystem to survive, and how we need to start taking care of our planet, which includes lesser plastic consumption, lesser chemicals being used, all of that to allow our nature and our wildlife to be saved and preserved. So that's what we do. We educate them. We also give a very strong message to our children, and Because We Matter is the name of our organization, and it goes farther than just because animals matter. We want kids to know that they matter and that they are valued and that they all have different skills and they all have different purposes and they all have different reasons and contributions in which they're going to make into a community or into a family or to themselves, and they all just play this vital role to allow everything to survive, and we need them. And so we try to educate children about anti-bullying and about being kind and spreading kindness. And, as somebody who's in an industry where it's nothing but bullying by other rescues and outside people, we want... No, sorry, it was just a wildfire just broke out in California. My prayers and my thoughts go out to all of the people who are dealing with that wildfire right now, praying families are safe. But anyway, that's what we do. And we want kids to know that they are valued and that we love them and we support them and we appreciate them and that they will amount out to do great things, whether that is being a cashier to being a doctor to being whatever. Do what they do it with pride, do it and love it, and just be who they need to be, and we love them for that. We love them for all of their talents and all their special gifts that they have, no matter if it's kicking a soccer ball around a field or playing no sports at all and maybe playing the piano, whatever they choose to do, everyone's talented in their own way. So that's what we do. And then we educate about animals of how they're talented in their own ways and how they contribute. So anyway, for us to continue doing our good work, we need you. We need your support, we need your love, we need your following, we need you to share our message. We are strictly donation based. It costs us $600,000 a year to run our operations. I would love to have my staff of 7 back instead of our small staff of 3, so that I can have more time with the animals, and my staff that are senior, my senior staff that's here can have more time with the animals. We can do more working with them. That's one of the hardest part of our jobs, is we don't get to just play with the animals all day. It's literally maintaining and taking care of and doing all that. Anyway, with that being said, we do need your help. I need 3,000 people to donate $10 a month and I can survive, or 1,500 people a month donating $20 and the organization can survive. And so if you would be so kind to click up on that link, donations are all tax deductible. We are a 501c3 nonprofit charitable organization that if you guys give me the opportunity, I will rescue hundreds more animals in my life and give them a retirement home if you guys allow me to. But I do need your help to be able to do that. So please click on that link and make sure that you do it. We also have a fox sweatshirt out right now through our bonfire campaign for our fox rescue that we just took in a few months ago. And it's beautiful. It's drawn up by a local artist here, April Grossbrook, who's on my board of directors. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. And if you guys are able, like I said, able to sacrifice a coffee or a Red Bull a month, we would be very, very, very grateful for that. We are going to be doing a fundraiser on next week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Because I need to raise $50,000 to be able to continue to next month, or else I have to shut down. So it's very stressful. But we believe in our community of animal lovers, and we believe that you guys will help us to stay alive and going. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys all tomorrow morning. I wish you guys a happy 4th of July. If you don't see us, please be safe. Please be cautious. Please do not start any wildfires. Please do things smart, okay? We don't want anyone getting hurt tomorrow. And we hope that you guys all have a 4th of July. And if you're on here and you don't celebrate the 4th of July because you're in a different country, we hope that you have a great day and you can join us tomorrow morning. So we will see you all mañana. All right, have a good one. Love you all, bye.